Oh man, cannot see me. Gosh darn. Let me make sure my camera gets on here. I should have prepared this earlier. I did not. Let's see. Webcam. Turn on. Alright, alright. Webcam turn on. Oh man. Technical difficulties. If you're here listening, just know that we're gonna get through this. So many technical difficulties here. How do I make this noise stop? There we go. At least I got the noise to stop. Let's see what's happening here. Why isn't my camera working? There it is. Woo! Woo! It's a nice little intro. Okay. Okay. Oh. Let me make my webcam just a little better. Let's take off low light. There we go. All right. We are here. We are doing it. We are live. It only took 5 minutes to do this. And we got our OG Susan here, Blue Robot. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Happy for you to be here. I did not do any preliminary setup, thus why all this went awry. That's what happens when you wait to the last second to do this stuff. Okay. So hello, boom boom, live chat. I can see the chats. I can see you. How are you doing today on this, what would be Sunday morning for you, Susan? Saturday evening for me. Hope you're doing well. I was having trouble getting the live stream set up, but looks like we're all good. We're all set up now. We're feeling good. I always hate to like restart these streams because I don't know, it just sucks. Got my back ready, got my background. Feeling good. We are here. All right. Good here, nice and sunny, quiet morning. Yes. Temperature here is 48 degrees. So we're getting into the beginnings of winter, the ends of autumn. So that's the temperature over here. Freddy Cheese. Hola, hola. Buen venido. Good to see ya. Glad you're here. What's the temperature out? Oh, doing more Spitfire collaboration? Yes. All the streams, all the future streams are gonna be probably gonna be for this project. Whether I do it bit by bit or I do some offline, online. Just get real productive on this project here and really make some headway. Since this is my designated Blender time every Saturday, I got a busy life outside of the art world, so it's nice that I always have this designated Saturday block to do this, and we can make some headway, man. Okay. Let me look at something here. Let me still get situated. Once again, I'm doing this all last minute like a silly person. Oops, this is the video he sent me. We're gonna be going through the project file, blah blah blah. He's just showing me around. Luckily, he gave me this project file, so this is gonna be so much easier. Okay, so there we go. Looking great. He added some great. We're gonna I guess just to overview the project for people who are new or starting. Really, you should start from number 1, right? I know it's hard to watch 3 hours of content. I get it. So I'll just backtrack. It's collaboration with me and Spitfire. Hold on, this music's a little loud. It's collaboration with me and Spitfire. We're making a sci-fi scene animatic. Doesn't have to look super gorgeous. Like, I'm not gonna do hyper realistic textures or anything like that. We're just trying to make the scene. He's gonna do the boarding for it. He's gonna probably use his add-on, the cursor snapper. Him and Ed's add-on. Ed White. Use that, blah blah blah. Do the animation. I'm just doing the background, building it through and stuff. So from where we left off on Dragon Ball Z, we just have this scene. It's gonna be a lab. This is the lab portion, and beyond this room here, it's gonna be some doors into a corridor. So this is like an underground lab, and there's some specimen here. We don't know exactly what it is just yet. We haven't defined it, but there's a specimen geometrically shaped to be like the antagonist, so to speak, of this. And they're gonna be here. We have it in tubes and cylinders. It's very typical. He gave me some good ideas for changing from this. I wasn't married to the cylinders. So yeah, this is the lab. There's a pool, maybe like this is like all this is filled with liquid, and maybe these tubes are like feeding in the this tube here that's containing the element, containing the beast, containing the monster. And that's basically what we're creating here. So that's basically the gist of it. We left off, if you watched the whole live stream before, you'll see how I got to this point. But then we're gonna start tearing this and start iterating through this to make it even better. That's why collaborations are so good, because getting two heads to think of some stuff just improves things I wasn't even thinking about. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna name this scene, and I'm gonna put my initials at the end, so I know this is my scene. So scene WC. It's my initials. My name is West. Actually, let's do WR. West Rodriguez. Okay, so West Rodri is how I like to go to. So we named our scene, and we're gonna import the scene. Luckily, Spitfire, he got the scene. We send each other the scene. He goes in there. He knows how to use Blender. He like puts up his own ideas in there. He makes them a little. He makes it like a free-flowing idea, man. It's amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open that project file, and I'm gonna transfer over piece by piece, cleaning it up and adding it to the scene and integrating it, adding my own ideas, making it clean, just so we can keep this organized structure I have here. I'm a little bit of a siffler. I'm a little bit of a janitor when it comes to this type of stuff, and it's bad. I'm trying to break free like Spitfire. Spitfire is like an ocean, and I'm like the pool that holds water. But like sometimes you need to swim in the ocean, sometimes you need no constraints, sometimes you need the pool because you want structure. So we're trying to mix both of this. I think they're both important. These are both important things. All right. So that was my intro. Let's now import his scene. So we're gonna go to File, right? We're gonna go to File. We're gonna go to Append. I'm gonna shove it right in here. He put it in here, and we're just gonna go into the scene, and we're gonna import his whole scene right there. And localize, blah blah blah. Select, active, yada yada, right? And we're gonna append it. Boom, nothing happened, and that's because it's just a second scene. We'll go to the top here. Here's a scene. We're gonna put the initials here for him. Oh, it's all gone. We'll do Spitfire. Maybe I should do my GM for just Grease Monkey instead of like my thing. Grease Monkey, right? All right, so we have our scene. It's dark. Let's go into his camera view. There we go. Look at that. Let's take a gander at his scene here. I'm gonna make some of these things. No, actually, I'm just gonna take his camera, and we're gonna explore through his scene here. So, all right. So he kept our scene, and instead of having a square room, it's a square room still technically, right? Except it's tilted on his spine, so it's diamond shaped. All right, that's good. He added some more tubes. A little smaller ones. He added some tubes here at the bottom. He was talking about the blur. That was interesting. That's pretty cool. All right, so he was talking about having these tubes kind of connect to the pool here that we have, and obviously it's gonna be probably a whole stream on making this pool look good. I've done it before. We're gonna redo it. We're gonna make it clean. Anyway, some minerals that go into this liquid. This is the thing that he's looking at. Like, whoa. There's the beast, there's the monster, these are the scientists. This is our intro here, right? So there we go. And then obviously he has this nice little centerpiece here, and let me just explore out of it like this. There we go. Boom, we have the decahedron there. Let me select this, the decahedron. I think he modeled or sculpted this in Nomad, which is like an app on the iPad to sculpt, which is amazing. Like if we like just solo this, and we use, you know, a good mat cap here. Hold on. Let's use the mat cap, this one. Okay. And we'll smooth it. Okay. So yeah, look, he has this. Obviously, not the prettiest thing, but it doesn't need to be pretty, right? He even mentioned like, yeah, this is the animatic. As long as it reads on camera, it's good. That's something I have to take to heart because. Or really listen to, I should say, not take to heart, but like really listen to, because I get really caught up in things making sense for no reason, you know, like wasting time making something topologically correct. I'm very used to working as part of a pipeline where I'm like giving this to somebody else, so I'm very conscious of keeping everything like super clean. But since it's just me and him and it just has to read on camera, does not matter, right? So anyway, he resculpted that. Let's see what the topology looks like. You know, a lot of it's a lot. You know, it's a lot going on here. You know, some holes there, but we're gonna be probably on this stream recreating this so it actually is like cleaner. Maybe takes up less topology. I'll show you like a little loose method of doing this, and maybe I'll even add in my own flair to make stuff like this. So this is pretty cool. Freddie says, that's smart though. I'm trying to keep my Blender files organized for that reason. Yes. So I think it's very important. I've suffered too many times doing notes or figuring something out and my project files looking like trash. Like absolute trash. Like things that are named, things that are very intricate pieces of the scene. It's like cube 0.001, cube 0.003, cylinder 0.001. It's like the boring part, you know, because it breaks up the artistic flow that you could be having. So I understand why not to do it, but there has to be a point where you have to organize it, you know. So yeah, so I always think about transferring. Like, look at this. It's so interesting. I'm not saying like look at this in a bad way, but it's just so interesting how like, you know, he in the software he used, he probably modeled like a basic shape, and then he pushed and pulled it, right? And then here he like cut into it, and then because of that it like does like this triangulation through it. And it's actually pretty, it could be worse. This is not terrible. You can usually tell with this stuff like how it looks, if it's good. This matte cap's a little unforgiving, but if you look at the reflections of a matte cap, you could see how it will look, right? See, like it's not reading super well. Once again, we're not doing like a super high animation, like high reality thing, so it really doesn't matter. But this is how you use the matte caps to your advantage, is seeing like these type of like reflections going through. You see how it like breaks up, it like kind of reads a little funny. Spitfire says he missed it. No problem. It was just me fixing my camera and then importing your scene. So I just imported your scene. We're just looking through your scene now, and then we're gonna. I'm basically giving like an overview of what we're gonna be going through. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be going through. Anyway, so he sculpted this, and you know, Spitfire, if you're there, just the app you sculpted it in on the iPad was like called Nomad. I haven't used it, but it looks cool, and I think it's pretty neat. Side note, Procreate just has a new version, 5.2 or something, and you can import 3D models and paint on them. Genius. Like I'm excited to try and that stuff. I haven't found a reason to. I have to kind of find a reason to use it. Anyway, that is a side note. We were judging your scene. Yes, it's exactly what we were doing. So anyway, so yeah, it looks like the software he's using, Nomad, you know, he was cutting through it. It goes from quads to like this tessellation here, and I'm just pointing it out for interest. You know what I mean? Just making notes. He didn't do this wrong. This is not bad. We want the end result. You know what I mean? So yeah. So there we go. We isolated that. Let's keep going. Okay. So another thing he has here are these tubes, which I like a lot. Oh, this piece here. So this piece and this piece. Let me isolate both of these. Right. So yeah, and then he has this piece, which is a similar thing, like you know, tessellated on the sides because he's cutting into it, and then you know, quads. And we're gonna do something good since it's symmetrical. We're gonna be using like a mirror shrink wrap type of method to get through these. So this is pretty cool. Like it as well. We'll hit shade smooth. And once again, you can see the reason you use these matte caps is to see these reflections. You see how it breaks up right here. This is like reading as like there's like this is dented, and maybe if you didn't want that, you know, this matte cap lets you know. Obviously it doesn't matter. Like we're going for kind of like these organic shapes and stuff, but maybe I'll make it cleaner. We'll see. We're going through. All right, let's go back out. Some of the things he has besides his diamond shape. Let me see if I can put it here. Let me do a different matte cap so we can see this and put random. There we go. Some other things he has is like, oh yeah, like this cube backing. I like it. I like it a lot with the cubes on top. So we'll make sure to bring that in and start building those. These big sockets or tubes, very good stuff there. He moved them around. He mentioned about these tubes here. Something he mentioned is he lifted them up so they're sitting outside instead of inside, so he can start. He said what was important is to break up the straight lines so we can make it less dull. So that's excellent. So I'll make sure to do that. And then he has these here as kind of like an example, but maybe these tubes can go up and connect to this because this liquid is maybe being pumped in or pumped out through these tubes into our main piece here. And then, you know, he made the walkway solid, which is good with tubes coming out of it. Mentioned about cutting into the walkway here. Also good. And it goes all the way back. So yeah, so this is pretty much the scene, right? Like, or what he has so far. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring piece by piece, bring it in, clean it up, add, and keep iterating until about 3 hours. That's usually my limit with these streams because I get tired and my eyes hurt. razzle, you know, all that stuff, right? So this is our scene, and we're gonna incorporate this. Now look how great he made this. Like he like, boom, he like just added so much visual interest to it, really broke it up. And look at the baseline stream I made. Like mine looks very square, rounded off, you know, etc., etc. But we're gonna bring this, incorporate it in, and start working through. Okay, so here we go. Let me take a sip of my coffee, and we'll start diving. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into his scene, right? And we're gonna start doing piece by piece. So he has this corridor here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit Control C and go to my scene, and hit Control V, right? So it puts it in there exactly where it's supposed to be. It put it in my lights because I had it highlighted. So we're gonna put it into our lab main. So let's select the 4 planes and bring it into lab. Ooh, I brought it to the wrong one. Okay, M lab main. There it is. And then we're gonna put this in its own collection in lab main called like walls, right? I don't have a walls already, right? Let's see. Make sure. Good. Okay, so we're gonna go to lab main, organize it. So we're keeping the organization here. I'm gonna color my collections because you can't, right? Like they gave us that feature, so I'm gonna color it like green. All right. So we got our wall main here, and we got our planes, which is great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine them all so they're just one piece. And we'll call this, you know, walls, and I will put his initials on it. You know, that's 0 to 0, so I know those are his. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make it like, let me look at it from the front. Oh, I can't even see it from the front. Let me solidify it. I like to see how even it is and see if that is playing any factor into this. Do it from the center. There we go. All right, it looks relatively even, right? From the center. I think that's what he was that's what he was aiming for. Hey, Spitfire. We are taking stuff from your scene, which is over here, right? Copying and pasting piece by piece, and then me rebuilding it, cleaning it up. And I have both of our scenes here, so it really helps out. It's really great too that when you control copy from a scene and go to another scene and control paste, it puts it exactly where it is. So amazing stuff. So we copied your walls, and I was just testing to see on the front camera if you were going for evenness. You said it was all done by eye. He said, "Oh yeah, my center points are trash." No, forgive the flow. This is not any issue. This is the stuff I'm here for. So yeah, so let's make this even. It's good to have you here to confirm too. So I will make it even, and we'll make a plane symmetry. Let's do it. So we'll break up the room, and then we'll also put a material on it so we can see through it. I hate that I can't see through the scene there. So let's bring it back out. Oh, the normals are even reversed here. Let me reverse your normals because I do have backface culling on. So I think, what is that? Control N? No, Alt N. Flip. There we go. Oh, but don't flip this one. That's funny. Alt N, flip. Alt N, flip. There we go. Alt N, flip. There we go. See, now I can always like see it. Backface culling, yes. In this particular scene, it has to be in solid, and I think it's here somewhere. I thought I had it. Or is it here? Or is it here? But yes, I do have backface culling on. Shape center. I thought I had it. I thought it was like an option here. Or is it here? Here it is. It's under the solid. Boom. Backface culling. Anyway, for anybody out there watching. I know it's not for you or my OGs in here. Okay, so let's make this wall. I have it. Here it is. And let's just start building out something more symmetrical. We will shape this up. Let's get the walls. We will go into object. We will make our cube. We will make it bigger. We will rotate it on 45, right? On the Y. There we go. Alright, and just so I can see yours, I'll put a solidify modifier in it. And I'll do it the other way. The other way, there we go. I just need to be able to see your lines here. Thickness. Okay, so let's bring this up roughly to the size that we need here. There you go. We will flip all these so I can see through them. Alt N, flip. There you go. And I think that's about the size in the front. Now let's go to the side here. I will select the face and we will bring it in. Control Y, boom. We will select this face. Look at it from the side. Control Y. And I think that about matches your scene there. So I'm gonna make a collection and I'm gonna call it ZZ Scraps. So since like I have like terabytes and terabytes of space, maybe not terabytes and terabytes, I have a lot of space, right? Why get rid of stuff for now, right? Like I'm the type of person who archives all my emails. I keep everything because like it doesn't take up any space, like physical space, right? Anyway, I'm gonna put this into the scraps, and we're gonna call it red. We're gonna color it red, so we know it's trash, and we'll put in Spitfire's walls in the trash. Go to there, Spitfire, ZZ Escape, boom, and we'll make sure that that's off. There we go. That's where our trash is gonna be. Oh wow, that culling is really smart. I downloaded a model that had the ceilings wrong and I had no idea how to fix it. Yes, Freddy, yes, it's flipping those normals. Just flip those normals. I think you select the face, Alt N, flip, and you flip those normals. Oh yeah, yeah, that's me. Anyone else hyped about to watch Arcane? The first part is out today. It looks pretty cool. It does look really cool. Dark Noggin, sup dude, getting into the chill Saturday afternoon blend session myself and got you chilling next to me. Yes, man, blender. But yeah, I'm really excited for Arcane. I'm not even a League of Legends fan. Like I don't play the game, I don't know the lore, I don't know anything, but it looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna watch it. I didn't know it was in parts. I thought it was gonna be like a whole movie or released all at the same time. So okay, cool. So we have our scene and let's look at it from the inside. Obviously we cannot see anything, so let's delete these faces at the end here. There's our walls. For good measure, we'll call this wall main.000. You never know. We will now add in a material. There's all these extra materials that, you know, get to my nerves because I added too many materials as I was making through these. So I'm gonna do walls, and it doesn't get on my nerves, guys. I have to get rid of that. It's okay. We have infinite space. Anyway, we're gonna call this the same that it's titled, so walls main 1. I like to do that just because it's just easier to remember. You know, I even like to get the mesh material and just name it the same thing. It's a bit of an extra step, but I like it. I may be going too far with it, but it's fine. Anyway, so we got the wall that's selected. Let's go back to Spitfire scene, see what it looks like. Okay, cool. Since we have these walls in, I'm going to make them invisible by pressing H. That just, all H does is it makes them invisible to the viewport, or not the viewport, but takes away the visibility button here. You can always hit Alt H and that uncovers everything back, but we're gonna, since we're taking pieces from that scene to this scene, we're just gonna make them invisible, start breaking down the scene more and more so we can start transferring things over. Wingless Mecha, same here, never played LOL, but I love the character design. Yes, it just looks cool. Looks cool. They're getting the artisan, huh? Okay, so then another thing that he added was this pool plane. We'll just control copy. This is, I can make it myself, but I'm lazy, so we'll just put it in. Oh, I also forgot that what I want to do is on the material for the wall, put backface culling on it. So now I can look through the walls at all times. There we go. That's specifically in rendered mode. Yeah, in viewport shading, I think in solid mode. Yeah, backface culling. There we go. Okay, so we're here. We're killing it. Control V, and we pasted the pool here that we're going. And then we're gonna name it. I don't know, something easy, guys. Liquid. Liquid. And we'll name it .000. I do .000 because when you duplicate stuff, then it'll increment up. For some reason, Blender likes .000 and it knows to increment it anytime you duplicate it. We'll move it, Control M, and we'll call it, liquid pool. I don't know, just cuz. And we'll color it blue, because then, I don't know, that makes sense, right? So there's our liquid pool. Good. So we'll go to the next scene, or go back to the scene. We'll make that invisible. We'll keep going. All right. So I'm gonna leave this piece for last because we're gonna start rebuilding it fairly quickly. So we'll keep working our way through. I like these tubes here. And I already know how I'm gonna fix them. So we're gonna go copy paste them into here. They're all, oops, let me make a new what are these tubes? Oh, these are pipes. Okay, they're called pipes. All right, so we're gonna make another collection in here, and we're gonna call this SF for Spitfire. We're gonna select it, Control V. We got the pipes. I'm gonna hit Control J and combine all these so they're just one piece. Because all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mirror them. We're gonna fix them later. I'll probably just reuse mine. This is just me to transfer them over. I'm gonna move the cursor. What is it? Control. The origin. I'm gonna move the origin to 3D cursor, so then I can just put a modifier on this and just put it as a mirror. And then it's on the other side. Easy stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Ba 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 ba. So we'll make those invisible, and we'll keep on trucking. We will take this piece, and then once again, this is just piece by piece. Everything is looking good. Oh my god, what happened? What? Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna save. Is this the right scale? Is everything good here? Oh, it looks like it animates? Is that what's happening? Is it animating? It doesn't look like it's animating. Weird. I'm gonna take the animation off. Delete frames, delete frames, delete frames. Okay. Just in case that's what was causing it. Because if I move my timeline, right? If I hit play, it doesn't move. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Make these invisible. Copy my tube. Paste it. Cool. just for my sake. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. This is funny. Let me isolate this. This cube is like, let's see how many vertices it is. Yo, this cube is 63,000. It's 63,000 vertices, which is pretty funny. I definitely understand what's happening here. I'm pretty sure like the software you're using is just putting in an object with like vertices on it, so you'll be able to like sculpt it and all that stuff and be able to do it. Once again, not judging. I know how this stuff works. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, I think there's an easy way to do this. I think I can hit X and hit dissolve vertices. Let's see if that works. Is it gonna crash? Oh no. Oh no, I should have did limited dissolve. That is my bad. Yeah, I should have did limited dissolve. Let's try limited dissolve. It takes some time to think. Oh no, I know what I have to do. Hold on. Once it's done thinking, if this doesn't work, I know how to do this. Oh, there it is. It was right. So what I did was, it had 63,000 verts, right? But I know it's a square. So what I did was, I just hit, selected it all under vertices, hit X, and then limited dissolve, and boom, we're down to 56. What the hell? Where am I? Where are these? Oh no, this is... It still says 56. This is so interesting. Is there multiple vertices on here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually don't understand these verts then. They should only read 8. But look, it worked. Limited dissolve will save your life. So do that limited dissolve. I made these vertices huge because like I'm an old man and I need to see these vertices. So I made them gigantic. I'll probably need to scale them down, but there we go. We saved some in there. Oh, now it reads as 8. Why does it read as 56 when I was in there? See, it says 8 now, so we're good now. All right, so let's go back to our face modes. Actually, let's just scale, and we'll scale it on the Y. Oh shit! Can I curse on my stream? Okay, so scale Y, and we're just gonna make it as big as we need it to be. There you go. That's such a good optimization tip. I did not know. Yes, if you have any basic shapes that have a lot of vertices, try limited dissolve. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Luckily, this is prime example for it, which would be for like a cube and stuff. Sometimes it like doesn't work the way you want it, but then there's tricks to make it work, which is what I was going to do. What I was going to do then was select the 8 vertices that I want, do Control I to invert the selection, and then limited dissolve, and then that would have fixed it. But it did it. It knew what I wanted, so there we go. And yeah, and this is honestly, once again, I may be going too far, but this is just for me. This is just for me as like a replacement stuff. There we go. And we have the bridge going on. Got it. Next step. We'll hit Control S. We saved. We'll go in and we'll do back to Spitfire. We will make that invisible. We will make everything else that I was using invisible. Boom, 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 boom. These were just floating out in space. So we're breaking these through. I'm gonna add my little dudes that he has here. So shift select all of them, control copy, and we'll go into our scene. And then I think I have a characters folder. There it is, and I'll throw them in there. I'm in edit mode. I shouldn't have done that. Let's go back to Spitfire. Object mode. Dun, dun, dun. Control copy. Paste. There's our dudes. We call them user 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna erase mine. They look like they're the same size, so you know, they look like optimum height. They're probably like 6 foot or something like that. Oh yeah, they're actually from the scenes within one file. Yes, these are the guys that I put in way in the beginning when we were doing this. So something I'm gonna do here though is I'm gonna erase my characters. No, we're gonna put my characters in scraps. So move it to scraps. Everything that we're not using, we're throwing it in scraps just in case we want to use it again. There's something I want to fix here with these characters. It'll be very quick. I'm gonna call this, you know, character character.000. We're gonna name the mesh the same, character.000. And I'm gonna change the mesh to that one, all the same mesh. Just for now. And then something I want to do to help me out in the future is let me select him. I don't like his origin being on his butt, or not his butt, but the center of his body. So I want it to be right between his feet, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to vertice mode, and it looks like he has a bunch of black dots. I'm gonna select 2 vertices between his feet. See, boom, boom. I'm gonna hit Shift S, cursor to selected, and it puts it right in the center. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Now the origin's at the center there. We will go back out, and our guys have all been updated because we put the mesh down. And I do this because if I want to hit snap and do faces, I can now grab it and it'll snap onto the floor, and I can have them down here. So we'll bring them down there, boom, and we'll bring our guy here who's also floating. Grab on the Z, boom. Now I know they're on the floor. There's our little dudes. Spitfire says Matthias, hopefully I'm saying his name right, was showing me a bit behind the scenes of his Batman scene, and he said he used linked environments across all his styles. Yes, very good. I think when we do that, we should do that. He said things run better, not now, but when we're blocking out and executing the SHTS, the shits. Oh yes, a linked environment is the way to go. I do that all the time. So Spitfire, I'm way ahead of you, man. Way ahead of you. This whole process is for that. everything that I'm doing on the scene is for those steps to link it in the future. Having meshes that are linked together that are reused. Having everything set and organized in these collections. Everything so we could just link collections into different files, do the thing. Already thinking about that. Because that's definitely the way I want to do it. Because when you link something, it's kind of like an instance, and then it runs faster, from my understanding. It's like called draw calls or something. So like when you have 3 tubes that are 3 separate meshes, the computer calculates 3 times that mesh. But if you have it as like an instance, or if it's one mesh, that's technically one calculation or one call, and that's how the speed happens when you link through the files. From my understanding, if anybody wants to, you know, correct me on that, but yes, they should run a lot lighter, a lot faster. It's basically like instancing. Okay, so we got our cube here shape. We got our pool cutting through. We optimize our cube, which is good. We're still going through. So let's keep going. We'll make this invisible. We'll make our dudes invisible. All right, and another tube that we're gonna be adding are these tubes, which also have like data or keyframe data. So we'll erase these keyframe data, and we will. Oh, that has it too. What has this? Oh, these are separate. All right, we're gonna copy just one over. So let's copy this and this. Oops. we go. Control copy. Go back to our scene. Control paste. And this guy, I'm gonna use the mirror modifier. So let me center my cursor again. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor, put the mirror on it, and do it on the Y? What's happening here? Actually, why is it mirroring there? There we go. Oh, that's interesting. What's happening here is its rotation is not set. So or its scale's not applied and rotation's not applied. So scale, rotation, that's all applied. We'll even do location. Now the mirror modifier should work. There it is. It's on the other side. We got our tubes. Feeling good. Let's keep on trucking. I also link to, he says last time, I also link to have multiple of the same object. I edit one and then they all get edited. Could also be solved with array, but depends on the situation. Oh my god, I cannot spell. Not Freddy. Spitfire or Freddy. Yes. I love doing that. That's always what I'm thinking about. If anything's repeated, I definitely want it to have one mesh, especially if we can change it and stuff. And all it changes is in size. I love doing it that way. Okay, so there we go. We got our tubes, but I think we have them in the wrong place. Oh no, we do have them in the wrong place. We'll put them in pipes. Just pipes there. Here's our pipes. All right, so let's see what we have here. What is Spitfire box? We have it. Let me make sure I got everything organized. See, it's already getting unorganized. So we got boxes. What are these pipes? Oh, and the pipes. Okay, so we'll just bring the pipes out there. And we'll bring this to the bridge area. So let's bring this box to the bridge. So move to the bridge. Good stuff. What is this? Oh, that's the bridge. And these are the bridge panels. What is the difference between these two? Oh, okay, okay. Good stuff. So bridge panels. This would be called, we'll call it bridge base. And this should have a term, right? Like bridge. Right? Bridge bottom. Sure. We'll name it as long as it has something. Okay, good. So we got our bridge bottom, blah, 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 blah. And then our tubes are called pipes 1, 2. For these pipes, I am going to just leave them as like 1, 2, 3 or whatever. I don't think it matters too much. But another thing I'm gonna do is these pipes maybe could just be part of the bridge, or should I organize it in a way where all the pipes are on one? Not too sure, but I'm going to just move this to the bridge. So these bridge pipes, so when I take off the bridge, it takes off everything from the bridge. So maybe that's how we'll do it. And we'll call them bridge pipes. Bridge pipes. That's 0, 0. So interesting when you change the name, it changes the color for the random thing. It's kind of crazy. Character 1. I need to rename these two characters, and I already have character.0.000. If you just copy and just paste this, it don't automatically name it, or it should name it the right thing. I guess I already have a character.1 and a character.2. Okay. Save. And these have animation data too. I don't know where are these coming from. Clear keyframes. Clear keyframes. Clear keyframes. Oh, I could just do shift that. Whatever. We'll just do it manually. Okay. My blender exploded. Gosh darn it. I wasn't even doing anything. Alright, let's see if we have it recovered here. Autosave. Oh, that's definitely not it. Can I do last session? Okay. And we're gonna recover autosave. Copy buffer? That's not gonna work. Alright, so I may have to speed run this the last 10 minutes. Oh, by the way, do you get crashes when you press Control Z a few times too quick or too quick? I've always had this in Blender, especially when it's near the timeline. Yes. I think that's what happened. Oh, man. I think I saved, though, so don't save. Alright. Did I do that? Did I save? Oh, I think I did save. So we'll save again. Let's erase these things, these keyframes. I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. Okay. We're saving. Our pipes are mirrored, correct? Yes, they are. Then they're in the bridge. Okay, we're good. Bridge pipes, bridge panels, bridge bottom, bridge base. Good stuff. We got our characters. They're all in the character thing. Okay, I think we're good. I think I've been hitting Control S semi-liberally. So we'll put in our screencast keys again. We'll save. Okay. We're good, Freddy. We're good. I luckily saved myself. Okay. We got the tubes. We got the things. Da 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 da. All right, let's go to the next one. So we're gonna make these invisible. All this invisible. You know. And now we're gonna get to the juicier stuff. So what we have here, which we'll fix later, is fix now, is bringing this up, out to break the line. So let's do that, and then we'll make it invisible. I think I can grab. Oh, let me take snapping off. That is on. Grab Z. If I press Y twice, and I can bring them out. Yes. Luckily, that's an easy fix there. We'll break them out, and then maybe we'll figure out how to put some tubing and stuff in there. All right, go back to this. So hit Control Save, right? Control S. We will make it. We'll make this invisible. We know that we're gonna do this, so we'll make that invisible. We'll make that invisible. There we go. All right, this is our plane here. I'm gonna copy these over, and I think these are good. Oh no, see they have the same sculpting issue thing we got going. So let's select all of these. Control copy. We'll bring it over. Control paste. Okay, and then since we're not using these cylinders anymore, let's just select these and put them in our scraps. Scraps. Tis been scrapped. Okay, so let's solo these. We'll use the slash button here. And let's optimize these. So we'll select all them. Well, you know what? Let's save before something breaks, right? Edit mode. Select them all. Edit. Limited dissolve. Boom. Clean. Next one. Select all. A lot of vertices. Limited dissolve. Boom. Clean. And this one is already clean. Even if I did limited dissolve now. Okay. There we go. And we clean that up. Pretty good. Okay, so these guys, Let's move this back. Maybe it starts like right there. And also, these are centered, right? All right, they look pretty centered. It's okay. If I can't tell immediately, then it's good. All right. Now, we'll erase this. We'll erase this. Oh, no, we'll keep that there just so we can see. I forgot to do one thing. So, I need to find out a name. Yes, all the stuff was meant to be centered. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I was just making sure that this was centered. Are you guys going to use the Ubisoft camera plugin? I don't know, Spitfire, are we? Yes. Looks like he is. There we go. Okay. Also, I want to move these in its own thing. I feel like we should call this area something like entity POI. We'll call it entity point of interest for now until we figure out something more interesting. We will take these boxes and we'll put this within its own collection in entity POI. Where's entity POI? I just made it. We'll make another one here. Put it in here, entity point of interest, and we'll call this alter, the alter. And we'll name it alter.000. I don't know if that's the correct way of spelling alter. 001 and 002. We'll put those guys in there. There we go. Alter. We'll also put some other stuff in this entity POI. So we'll put in all my stuff that I have on this side. So we'll do this. Entity POI. So then when I erase this, okay, and then these pipes. Put this in entity POI. There we go. Okay, so that whole left side is now in its own thing. Can I organize these by like name? Is there a way to like do that? Anyway, let's name some stuff. We may be scrapping all this. Let's see. So let me not even name it yet. We'll go to the Spitfire. Yeah, he doesn't have any of that stuff. We're gonna rebuild. We're gonna rebuild, reused, recycle. So we'll put this all in the scraps. Scraps. We'll leave that there because we'll use it. We'll put that in the scraps and stuff. And we'll go from there. All right. So we're good. That's all in the scraps. Can I put this? Oh, I can. I can just drag these in the right order. Can I put this? Ah, okay. Let me organize my things here. So we got entity POI. We got bridge stuff. Let me put the bridge here. And then let's put all this into like a lab entrance. Where are they right now though? They're in the boxes. Okay, so let's bring this all into one area. So yeah, let's break these up into rooms and sections instead of like what they are. We can also put them in different collections. They could be in 2 collections, and you can like turn off all boxes and stuff. We'll do that later. That'll be for later stuff. Right now, we'll add these into an entrance. We'll call it lab entrance. Entrance. There we go. We'll shove this at the top, and we'll color these, right? We'll color them all like main things. The main things are going to be like what? Purple? I don't like it. Let's do main things are like pink or something. Lab entrance, the bridge, you know, our utility is going to be yellow. I'm going to try and be consistent with these colors. Character, what is this box? Lab entrance, there it is. Then we can just get rid of this box for now. And we can start breaking this down into there. These pipes, what pipes do we have in here? This could probably go into the liquid. You can erase that. The liquid collection. Since that's what we're doing here, we'll do it under the liquid pool. Then we'll get rid of these tubes. We'll get rid of these pipes. We'll get rid of these extras. Look, we're organizing like heck. We'll put camera. We'll put lights up here too. We'll also color it yellow. So we got lights, camera, POI, characters. Maybe we'll make them orange. We're just getting organized here. Liquid pipes, good stuff. Sorry if this is a little boring. It's very important to me. All right. This lab bounds can go into scraps. Call this walls lab. We got our characters all named good. We got our bridge parts. We got our entrance, box, lab entrance. You know, we'll call lab entrance walls. One more, kind of a long name, but that's okay. There we go. We'll hit save. I'm liking it. Our points of interest. We got our altar. Let's see what that looks like. Right. Boom. We got our altar stuff. Great. We got our lab main. Let's put that in its own thing too. Walls. Oops, I think I messed this up. Okay, there we go. We got our walls, our power cells, our vents. Right? So that's a whole piece there. Okay, we're getting there. Let's see. Let me take a look at the chat. I love this. I love you guys chatting. Freddy and Spitfire. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Ubisoft camera. Good. All right, cool. We're almost there. We're gonna get to the fun part, guys. I swear. Okay, so we're all organized. Here's a collection we don't even need. Looking beautiful. Okay, let's go back to Spitfire's thing. Okay, he has these camera panels. This is all part of the computer interface stuff. So let's copy that. And this is going to be in a, we'll call it computer, and it's in the entity POI. So we'll put that. I gotta switch my mouse. Hold on a second. My mouse, I have two mice, And this one has like a sticky button, and it's like killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. Okay. Let me just make sure you can hear all this noise happening. But yeah, this is killing me. Oh shit. Hopefully nothing's changing here. Okay. Phew. Stream almost blew up, guys. It's like 5 seconds away from blowing up. Okay, switching my mouse. I have my gamer mouse. But we aren't gaming. We aren't gaming here. What's happening? All right, let's do this, this. Yeah, I have one of those weird mice. It's like it's a vertical mouse, right? So I hold it like this. It's good for the wrist. It helps my wrist at least. Okay. Okay. Feeling good in the neighborhood. Yeah, it is an interesting mouse. I definitely understand how weird it is. But it's I forget what it's called, but it's so your wrist doesn't hyperextend. So when you're like this, you're actually actively trying to like move your against what you're naturally going to do. Like if you put your hands on your desk, your hands are like this, right? So that's how then the mouse is positioned. So you could just like, do that. I don't know if it helps. It helps me. I know some people it doesn't help. It depends on like what type of wrist situation you got. But it definitely helps me out. Almost done. Sorry guys, this is like a little mini break. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. So we're there. Okay, now we can start going, right? So we have our computer pieces here. Oh yeah, I forgot to put them in a folder. They're gonna go into a computer POI. There, we'll call this, computer main.000. It's the main piece or center piece, maybe. Maybe we should call it center. And these pieces maybe aren't part of the computer, but as far as like how the computer is attached and all that stuff, I think it'll just make sense for right now to have it there. Okay, cool. So we're there. We got it. Let's see the topology on this. Pretty good. It's a giant n-gon. Like, I think if I hit X and limited dissolve, nothing much is gonna change. So we won't even do it. So we'll rebuild that as well. And we'll call this computer main. We'll call this computer sides. Even though it may not be computer sides. So copy that. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, I think we're all organized here. We got all our pieces. We're all organized, feeling good in the neighborhood. We'll make these invisible. And now what I want to do is make this back wall. So let's just copy his back wall and just have it on there. We may mess with it, but I think we're gonna be good on what it looks like. Like, we may just do, like I said, like that limited dissolve, and then we'll go from there. But we're good. That's good. Hide that. Okay. We'll go in. We'll bring this. Oh, we'll bring that in too. Bringing it all in here to the POI. Control copy. I'm going to do it piece by piece. So I'm going to go to entity POI, highlight it, and that's where I'm going to put it in. So for this wall situation here, I'm just going to put this in our scraps. So, or... I'm going to modify this. I'm just going to take the walls off. So let's go and go to face mode. And we'll take these... Oop, not that. These walls off here. We'll make sure to delete the faces. You know, and we'll take off these as well in these corners. Face. Okay. So this, now that we have this, oh my. Now that we have this, we can then just use our line mode and we can extend this to the back. There we go. Kind of like it pulls off to the side too. I think that's a pretty neat thing, but you know, I'm not sure yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both of these on the side here, and I'll just extrude it down. Let me isolate this. I'm going to select the point mode. I'm going to hit F. Go to line mode and just keep hitting F. Oh, fudge crackers. So F, F, and then I'll just select these points and hit F. There we go. And I think I could do a limited dissolve on this. Let's just do that. Limited dissolve. Boom, it's a block. Okay, keep it going. So that's there. I don't like that you can see that here, so let me fix that. Alright, so there's definitely like a weird gap here. Oh, that's why. There's a weird gap here, which I will now fix. We're just gonna put it up to like, maybe it covers it up to there. You know what I mean? Anyway, these are small details. Interesting. Comes to notice shop. Having the slope either side could be nice. Yes, I agree. We'll leave it open for now. We'll leave it open. I want to get to like some more fun stuff here. So we'll leave that gap there, even though it's, you know, I think it works. I think it works. This probably just needs to be extended a little further, but that's fine. We got the consoles, we got the things. We're gonna put this in our scraps. So move to scraps. We'll make sure this is looking okay. Not sure what's happening here. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there, but we can definitely fix that pretty easily. These are fine. Are these being mirrored? They are. Like if I took this off, the whole other side. Okay, so the ones that I need to fix are these and the others. Okay, so we'll go to our scraps. We'll find in the vents. we will take them out of the scraps. All right, get rid of our scraps again. All right, so here's our vents. We're just gonna duplicate them and just replace the ones on there. Some jank on there. It's okay. It's crazy that it's crazy, like there's so many times that I've moved things. I'm like, why is this entire other thing moved? And just how easy it is to accidentally select other things or whatever. Okay, so let's fix those 2Bs right now, and that's easy stuff. We'll just use the vents that I already created. We will delete one. This is just going to be our base plate. Let me zoom up on it. We'll select the back face there, and then hit Shift S, cursor to selected, and I will put the origin onto the 3D cursor. So now it's flat on there. I'm doing that because I'm going to use the snapping tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click snap here, make sure it's on face and center. I think that's what it's supposed to be. We'll grab it. Alright, so for some reason it's not rotated correctly. So let's see if I rotate it on the X. Is it 90? Negative 90. Am I doing this wrong? It's not acting the way I think it should. Okay. Everything looks like it's good. We're at 0. We're snapping. Oh yeah. Align rotation to target. Affect rotation. No? Face active. I thought it would rotate it. Man, I used to know a way to tell like the exact angles for things too, but this should definitely work, right? Let's see what it says here at the bottom. X, Y, Z, da da da. Snap. Might be that my squares are remeshed. Possible. Let's clean these. I forgot to clean them. So yeah, so let's go there. We'll do X, limited dissolve. Select this guy, select all, limited dissolve. Select this guy, limited dissolve. And select this guy, limited dissolve. Okay, let's see if that was it. Thank you for reminding me of doing that though. Alright. Huh. Interesting. What if I like move the whole mesh on, well, first let's pick, sorry guys, I'm like getting a brain fart. Let me hit the dot here. Let's do from active element. I'm going to select the mesh, rotate on the X90. So let's have it facing upwards. Is that what's gonna happen? I guess that's what happens. I mean, I'm not sure why that would be the case, but here we go. So we got it. And we'll just line it up to where we need it to be. So there's our guy there. And then we will duplicate it. We'll bring it here. We'll bring it up to a similar size. Oh, I'm stacking them on top of each other. So we're going to erase these. We're gonna eyeball it like this. We'll bring it in like this. We'll duplicate it like that. I forgot to add in a modifier for them. I do too. I wish it did too. I know there's a way to do some rotation stuff, like you go to like Man, I forgot what it was. It was like global, and then you add this rotation, create orientation, transformation from selection. Like, I think if I select this face, let's see if I can just do it now. So I'm gonna select this face, go to global. I'm gonna do this plus, and we're gonna call it wall rotation, right? And I think that's what would help. And I think if I made, like, let's say I made a cube here and I moved it to the wall rotation, would that help? Maybe I'm thinking, oh yeah, oh no, it does not. Oh yeah, so yeah, it does work. See, so my wall rotation, it's set on here, so that does work. All right, may not make sense now, it'll make sense later. Let's add some modifiers here. We're gonna add this as one piece, or should I do it as separate pieces? Let's just do mirror right now. Mirror, and we are going to mirror it. I'm gonna put something in the center here. I'm gonna put in an empty and make it invisible. I'm gonna put it as arrows, like that. I'm gonna put this under another yellow collection called utilities. Make sure to pay your utilities, pay your dues. I'm gonna name it yellow, or name it yellow color, yellow. I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna move it over to utilities, and I'm gonna call it mirror object. Mirror object. Just so, since I'm working from the center, from the origin, and everything is going to be used from the origin, I'm just gonna do mirror object there. We'll make it invisible. We don't need to see that malarkey. We'll save. So then when I choose, I don't have to change its origin. I could just do a mirror, and I can just type in mirror, and we could just mirror everything on the mirror modifier there. We'll go to here. We'll go to, nope. We'll just do it by hand. I don't want to mess anything up. Mirror, and we'll do the same thing. Mirror object. There you go. There we go. My old SketchUp, my first love, my old first love. I left her for another. She's always there, Spitfire, waiting with her low rendered graphics and repository of furniture. She kept all the furniture, didn't she? She kept the lamps. Okay, so we're good. You know, we can now have some fun with this without ruining the origin. Got the wall rotation going on. We'll get the snapping. Legend of Korra. Nice. What'd you use SketchUp for Legend of Korra for? That's interesting. Is this flat? All right, we're gonna stick with this. It's all good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go and make another collection. We'll call this vents, and we'll put our little venti poos in there. Vents. Boom. Vents. Beautiful. And it's our blocks walls. Okay. We're gonna make another collection. Call it back walls. Back walls. Back walls. Dot 000. And we'll call every back wall part a name here. There we go. Power cells. We'll put the back walls on here. Boom. Beautiful stuff. There we go. Everything was the perfect amount of light gray. Yes, not planning to go back either. Oh, Greaser, I share with you some animatics after the stream. Sorry. Some core animatics, I mean, yes. It's really clean looking. Yes, I'll love to see that because it sounds hilarious. Also, these all ended up being the same color, and I hate it when that happens. Could I, like, name this? Like, can I put 4? Yeah. It's crazy that their color kind of comes from, like, whatever they're named. And sometimes I don't like it. Like, I'm just gonna have some random numbers on here because I want to see these broken up and better. Especially this one. I don't like this one either. Alter.000. Okay. Cool, we're getting there. All right, I think we've about transferred this stuff over. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We're going to transfer these pieces piece by piece. So then we can start building. We can start building this cool, intricate thing. These are meshes, right? Yeah, they are meshes. And what's interesting is that these all have animation data. What animation data do they have? Crazy. Delete. Control Shift Alt I. Let me just do that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a collection in entity POI, and I'm gonna call it. Oops. I'm gonna call it entity. Where are these things being made? God. Oh, it's just called entity. Okay. We're just gonna call this entity. Just entity. Entity. And we'll color it green, orange. Orange are gonna be characters. Let's just say that for now. All right, we got the entity, and we're gonna copy the part, all of it over, because I like it. And then we're gonna start rebuilding piece by piece. Piece by piece. Oh, interesting. There is so much going on here. Let me make this invisible. This is invisible. All right. Oh man, there's so much here. Can I just turn off these lights? Turning off these lights just for now, so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Make the camera invisible. Okay, let's just copy this. What is it, B? Okay, we're gonna select these. H, H, H. Okay. It's like this. A, H. Okay. So let's do this. Select this. For some reason, I can't select all of it. What the hell? Where are the origin points for these guys? I can't even select these. What is happening? Oh. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to hit Shift A and hope that I don't bring anything new. I'm going to see about putting all the origins to its center. So let's go to origin to center mass. Okay, there's a modifier on this guy that we will apply for now. We're going to rebuild this anyway. Now we will do center of mass at origins volume, I should say. Okay, now everything seems to have a better thing. Okay, now we're gonna copy, and we're gonna bring this in. We're gonna bring this puppy into our entities collection. There it is. Okay, slowly but surely. Feel free, blah blah blah. Did you check the center of the wall squares? I did not actually. Let me do that. I did not. Oh look, I brought in some lights. Did not want that. That light. Oh, I guess I could bring in that light, but we'll bring it. We'll call it entity light. Entity light. That's it. 0, and we'll put it with the lights here. There we go. Okay, so a lot going on here. Let's take off entity. Let's take out the altar, not the altar, the vents. And then let's check about these. Let's check these walls, see if they're nice and centered and stuff. Our back walls here. So let's get our back wall and let's isolate them. There we go. And let's see about making sure these are good. They have no rotation, so these are like the actual rotations there. I wonder if... Oh man, I used to have a technique. I don't want to do it on stream. Does the chat doesn't like if I put a link? I've been Freddy, I've been trying to figure out how to make it so it doesn't block anybody, or if I can like give people certain privileges. Oh, I found one. I found it. Hold on. I'm going to put in a user here. Let me see if I can make it so you could do it. I think I have it here. I've been meaning to do this, so let me do that. Let me do it. I think you can put one in now. But please let me know. I think I made you a mod. Hold on. I'm going to try and just make you an approved. How do I do this? Too much power, too much power. Remove. Actually, can I, how do I do this? Alright, sorry, we're gonna take a quick break so I can figure out. Oh, I see, I can do it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it now. I know how to do it now. Okay. Gotta do it right now. I'm gonna take you away from being a mod. I have to take that power away, Freddy. I'm sorry, but you will be an approved user. And so will Spitfire here. Let's do this. Spitfire Storyboards. Alright, so right now what I am doing, I'm going to restore the chat here. Pop out chat. Spitfire has been added as a moderator. There we go. Spitfire is a moderator. I think I have that correct. All right, so what I need from Freddy, can you put your channel, Freddy, on like Discord or something, your YouTube channel? I have to put in your YouTube URL to make you like an approved user, so you can at least post links and stuff. The spanner of power. Is there an easy way to, hold on, I think I may. Everybody's in timeout. Oh man, where is Freddy, can you send me a link on Discord of your YouTube channel, please? I wish there was an easy way to get to your guys' channel just through the chat. It's kind of silly. I should be able to click on your name. I can't. gonna definitely timestamp this to skip it, but where's Freddy? Freddy. All right, Freddy. I put it on text chat. Text chat. Thank you. Copy link. Bada ba. Go over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Go to the chat. Manage moderators. Put it as approved user. Save. Good. And I think your channel. And Susan, you are approved. You could put links too, Susan, if you're out there listening. Still here. You are also an approved a person. There we go. All right. Sorry for the detour, but this is something I've been meaning to do for like a long time for these streams. And we're back. I'm back. I'm focused. Get the coffee. All right, let's figure out the rotation of these puppies. Make sure that they are good. So let's start. I already put it in. So let's get a cube in here. Mesh. We will make it huge. We will rotate on the AY. And we'll put it on global. Oh shoot. Layout. Global. There you go. Let me take off the snapping. Let's rotate these. And let's see if we could just match this. I'm gonna put my visibility up in front. Let's put visibility here, here. Viewport display in front. Okay, I'm just gonna match your angle here, just so we have the similar angle that we got. So we'll make it in see-through. All right. And then, nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Am I rotating this right? What the hell? Rotate on the X. There we go. Rotate on the X now. Grab. Make these less invisible. There we go. Looks a little off, right? But it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Being a perfectionist, guys, it's too much. It's too much. You just gotta do the thing and move on with your life. Alright, so it looks like we could take this away from being in front. We'll put it up in front here. We'll make it large. And this is not rotated correctly. So we'll put this at 0. Am I doing this right? Something feels wrong. Let's do this again. Let's do it just by these numbers. Boom. Rotate it. We'll rotate it. What is it? 45 exactly. Okay. We're good. And then we'll rotate it on the Y. Nope. On the nope. On the Z. Nope. Why does this not make sense? Hold on. That makes sense, right? Oh, no, that doesn't make sense. Yo, something's tripping me up. Hold on. I gotta like relook at this. So I rotate it at 45. Quanterion. Okay, maybe don't use that. Oh, Freddy, you're not distracting me. This is great. This is part of the part of the process, so to speak. Is it because I'm under local Y? Okay, we're just gonna do it the way that I think you're supposed to do it. There we go. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess that's why rotations are weird, huh? Alright, I'm rotating it. I feel like I'm doing this correct. So let's look it up in front. We'll break it about the same size. I gotta stop using his as a guide. His is a little, Spitfire's yours is a little wonky. It's okay, it's okay. There we go. And then we can bring it up. It's interesting how uneven it is. Super uneven. It may add to the flair to it, you know? Okay. So now that I have pretty much the size that I want, looking at it from the front, I'm gonna start making things invisible. So let's bring this guy to scraps. So we're gonna hit that, move. All right, we're gonna bring this to scraps. We'll bring in the Y, and then we're just gonna copy these guys. There we go. We will duplicate, size down. Bring these out. Once again, what's distracting me is just that they are originally very deceptively uneven. Not that they need to be perfect. There we go. We'll erase that one. Bring it to scraps. We'll duplicate it. Bring this here. This one's a little bigger. Maybe this one could be centered, right? So we'll bring it on the X0. Perfect. We'll make it the same distance. Y right there. Make this invisible, or bring it to scraps. And then we'll do another one. Duplicate. Get down here. We'll bring it up on the Y. We'll shrink it down. Bring it on the Y. Like that. On the Y. There we go. We'll make his in the scraps. And then we will take all of these, bring it out of local, and we will move them to the back wall. There it is. Bring the vents back. Good stuff. GM up in my mess. I think what's insane about this whole thing is that I wouldn't have said by like looking at it that they weren't symmetrical or that they weren't whatever, but then like, yeah, upon closer inspection it did seem a little Little sus. So now we look at it from the front, looking relatively even. I did it by eyeballing these last two here, but you know, we're just having, we're just making this through. We don't have to. Would you say that it has these left and right have to be even, Spitfire, or should they have like some variation, like where this one's like a little? Let me get it. This one's like a little higher or something like that, and this one's like a little lower or something. Or should they be even? I'm not. If they're even, then I'll just like copy these over. But then bringing these back up, we'll hit. Just make sure snapping is on. We'll grab it and bring our vents back up. So we'll get it out. Boom. Look, and that's why we did it that way. And there we go. We're back. You think they should be even? Okay. So then what we'll do is we will delete this. We will mirror this. Thank you for being here. Boom. We'll do the mirror object, and then now we're back to even. Good stuff. Okay, so we'll get it. Now bringing it in. Easy peasy. We'll save. Go. We're getting our tube. We're looking good here. We're looking good. Just for my sanity, I'm gonna make this back. Oh my! Take off snapping. We're gonna just make it just so it's the right size. There we go. All right, cool. We're saving. We got evenness on the back, looking sweet. This is centered on the X. Perfect. Everything else is just kind of like an arbitrary angle. I think it looks awesome. It's rotated correctly. I'm not going to apply rotation on this in case I need to move it forward or back in the future. That's what I'm thinking about. And we're good. We're good here. Is this in the right folder? Let's see. Yes, it's under back wall. Beautiful stuff. Everything is in its order. It's in its place. I love it. I love it. I love it. Power cells should be with this thing. And where's this thing at? It's an entity point wall, so we'll put power cells in there. There we go. So now everything is in its place. Got everything in its place. And then now that we copied over Spitfire's all the stuff, essentially, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold shift and hit the little X here, and that's gonna take that off, like it's deleted, right? No longer there. I'm gonna save it. I fully incorporated the scene from Spitfire into the, basically transferring it over. And then for a good cleanup, we'll go to cleanup, unused data blocks. There is 7 actions, 1 image, 1 line style, 3 meshes, 13 collections, all not used. Boom, we saved it. There we go. We still have a bunch of materials that I'm eventually going to get rid of, but we won't do that now. That would take a bit of time, but I am gonna clean that up. It's what I think about all the time. Not good, not always good to think about that. All right, so memory, I'm at 282 megabytes. It's pretty decent. I'm sure once we get rid of some of those materials, all this stuff, it'll get better. It doesn't matter. 282 is really not that big a deal. I'm like splitting hairs here. Oops. Okay, so we're here. Now we're gonna go to our entity, and we're gonna look at our cameras real quick, make sure everything checks out. They're all repeated for some reason. I think I have to fix this. Let me hit home on a lot of these. There we go. I think I have to fix it here. There we go. Why are there so many cameras? camera was... Let me rename these cameras so they make sense. That 000, that 001, good, and that 002. Okay, these are good. Clean up. Unused data blocks. Clean up. Okay, purging 98 unused data blocks, 98 objects. Boom. Nothing seemed to break, so we're still good. But for some reason, our size got bigger. What is that? I don't understand what's happening. It's fine. Clean up. Let me make sure that we got all unused data blocks. There we go. So now when I type in camera here, there's 2 extra ones. Don't know where those are coming from, but that's fine. So let me make sure all these cameras are correct. So we'll do camera 000, camera 001, and camera 002. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Save. That pipe is in a weird place. The peach one, it's in the middle of the room now. Instead of more to the side. Not sure if that's intentional from you for the reason. No, it's not. Or by a product of something. The circular hole may, by the thick tubes on the wall, have moved to... Oh, yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes. Let's move these to the correct spot. Make sure snapping is on. Oops. So let's do that. Take snapping off. And we'll figure out those puppies there. And these tubes, we will move further back. Alright, just to make sure, I'm going to open up your other scene, or your scene. Open. Let's save. Let's look at your scene real quick. Yeah, so it looks like from the top, these are further back past the water, but they all line up there, and those go there. Okay. And looking at this scene, these are much bigger. I should make them much bigger. So I'll do that. And then, yeah, I think from there we should be good. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely stretch those out to go to the wall right now. And we'll make these guys bigger, because that's something I saw there. Good stuff. Look at that. We're getting good. We're getting real good. Some of these pipes. I got an email that's saying I'm live. Some of these pipes need to be fixed. Anyway, we can fix all this as we go. It's okay. I'm like getting into the nitty gritty. But these were important. The tubes, correct, and this thing in the back, correct. Okay, we got our lights, our utilities, we got our entity POV, da-da-da. Now we can start breaking down. See if I can select all these, select objects. And let's just start working on some of this stuff here. So let's work on the base stuff and then build up all the way to the cables. So the way I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to disable it all here. And these lights, I don't want to see them for right now. Okay. Right. Instead of calling this EP wall, we'll call it EP floor, because that's what it is now, floor. Okay, there we go. Save. What I want to start grouping together are these tubes, so I can just disable them easily. So let's make a couple of here, entity 1 and entity 2. Let's get all these tubings in one place. What happens if you apply material to a mesh like these? Does it get messy? How would your FX shaders look on them? I think it would work. Judging by, well, they're really dense, but judging by the topology, it looks pretty clean. Like, I think it would definitely work. So let's do that. Entity, we'll do entity 1, and we'll call these, you know, entity tubes. Entity tubes. Okay, so let me see what else needs to go in here. Oh, missed one. Missed this one. And I'm also going to put the sockets in there too. These guys, these guys, these guys. I'm going to put that into entity tubes. Good stuff. And we'll try out what you were just asking, and we'll see if that works any better. Okay. So we got entity tubes. Control Shift I so we can get rid of this keyframe data. Oh, Alt Shift I, sorry. Alt Shift I. Alt Shift I. Alt Shift I. Just getting rid of the keyframe data this is coming with. Okay. So where's this? The altar. Okay, that's part of there. So we're gonna get rid of the altar as well. Now we'll leave the altar. It just kind of gives me a frame. Okay. There we go. We'll get rid of this back wall. And maybe the vents should go with the back wall, so I'm going to put that in there. That's all one piece. There we go. We're getting better. We're getting closer. I'm going to save it. Good stuff. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. And your question was... So I'm going to put this part of its own piece. All this part of its own entity piece. Put it right here and call it entity main in capital letters so we know. And we'll include the that. We'll include that sphere that's in there. Can't even see it. We'll delete that. Let's see if there's another sphere. Can we see that sphere? If I made it invisible, could we tell? No. So we'll just erase that sphere as well. Okay. Now we'll name some of this. You know, we'll call it, you know, entity. And I'm gonna entity, and then I'm gonna copy this. Okay. Entity class. That's 0. And we'll call this entity holder, entity socket, entity holder. We'll just say holder because that makes sense for right now. Okay, and then We'll call this thing an entity spine. All right, I feel like that could be it. I hate that they're all turning purple like that, so we'll figure out how to make this better. There we go, entity spine. What else we got here? Entity glass. So we'll call this entity glass bottom. That's 0, 0. Cool. And then we got, I'm going to call these entity gears, right? Or like the joints, maybe. Entity joints. Joint. Dot 0, 0, 0. And then we'll call it the same, the joint. Dot 0, 0, 0. And I'll rename it to dot 0, 0, 1. Okay. So now we have our entity main piece nice and organized. Okay. So let's start breaking some of this stuff down and cleaning it up. So we have, let's take all this. Let's start with these joints. This is our computer console, which we'll eventually get to. Control save. And we'll also have to test out those tubes like I was saying. These look good. They look like they're too many points, but as we learned, if we just go to points there, X, limited dissolve, it'll dissolve everything that's in between that's unnecessary, makes it beautiful, etc, etc. We'll hit shade smooth and we'll make sure that our mesh has our normal shaded smooth like that. We can always bevel that later. Same thing, X, limited dissolve, auto smooth, right click, shade smooth. Boom, those are pretty good. I'm gonna add in a bevel modifier just so we can catch some of that highlight on the edges there. Bevel. That thing looks pretty crazy, right? I like it though. It's intense. But we'll do 3 segments, 4 segments, 3 segments, 2 segments. You know, I'm just doing it very little bit just so I could see that highlight there. 5 segments, 4 segments is when I can't tell anymore. 4 segments. I'm gonna hold shift, increment it to .002. We'll copy that number, add in the same here. Bevel .002, and we'll do it at 4. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. And is this all connected, or are these different tubes we're gonna see now? Okay, they're all different tubes. Good stuff, it's fine. All looking good. All right, so those are set. We will now do, we have a holder, glass bottom, glass, and the spine. Okay, so before we get into all this, let's see if we just add in material to these tubes that we will right now rename all of them. We'll do it real quick. We're gonna name this one one of the main. We're gonna start from the main one here. Maybe the left one. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm like nitpicking at this. Entity. Yes, that Nomad Geo is really clean. Really easy to take off the thing with limited dissolve. It's not terrible. And even when you sculpt into it, it triangulates pretty well. I'm sure it has to do with like it having to run on the iPad, so it's not going to be like disgusting, right? Entity tubes, pipes, tubes, entity tubes .000. I'm going to copy that, and we're just going to do that with all of this. Like, boom, boom. I'm sure there's an easier way, and maybe somebody can tell me, but right now, this is easy for me. So those are sockets. This is a tube there. Those are sockets. Tube. 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 And we're gonna call this, is it called a socket? What's the thing at the end of a tube? I don't know. Socket. We'll call it a socket. 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 Okay. Good. We're all named up. Beautiful stuff. And I got distracted again. We want to see about this being having its own material. We're gonna call it energy 2. We just renamed the one it came with, and they all have the same material, so that's good. All right. And now I wonder what all these are right there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so energy tube. Let's figure out what it looks like if we just had some basic stuff here. Let me bring up the shader graph. I'm gonna take these off. We don't need these right now. Put this the shader graph. Okay. All right, there we go. And let's see this in action. We'll make sure to go back out. Turn the lights back on. Looking at the tubes. For this case, we'll see our main piece here. We'll go in. And let's just do something. Let's just do different stuff. We'll do that. We'll make it metal. We realize that these aren't shaded smooth. But let's make sure that they are. Actually, all these aren't shade smooth. So we'll just shade smooth for now. Except for this. This can... Oh no, we could do this too. We just have to make sure we put auto smooth on. Auto smooth on. This is that silly stuff. This is that silly stuff everybody hates to do. It's too much, I get it. Auto smooth. Auto smooth. Auto smooth. Slap an FX shader or something for fun. Alright. To make it interesting, yes. Let's go. Let's append. And we'll go to FX Labs. Yo, where do I put my stuff? I'm like terrible. Is that under assets? Materials. Alright, let's just put all of them in. And let's see what it looks like. So this main tube here. We'll go to materials. We'll save it here. Alright. What is the difference between not having the smooth setting and changing the smooth setting and switching it like you did? So yeah, before we get into that, let me explain that. It's a great question, Spitfire, and it'll be useful for other people. So basically the difference is that if I hit shade flat, I can see all the facets here, right? And if I hit shade smooth, oh, let me take this off. So if I hit shade, if it's shade flat, and then I hit shade smooth, oh my god, I have to do it with a different object. Alright, let me just show you with this example. So if this doesn't have auto smooth on, so if you hit shade smooth, it doesn't render correctly, right? See these edges? We're losing the edges here, right? And what auto smooth does is it makes it so any degree, any angle that's above 30 will smooth. No, any degree that's lower than 30 will smooth out, right? So if I hit auto smooth, I'm on smooth, but if I hit it flat, I have this and I can see all the facets. But if I hit smooth and then this auto smooth here, Then I can have this side smooth, but I can have this edge here, and I keep it, right? And you can change, you can see if you change the angle, all these angles, you can tell exactly what angle they are, all the lines, right? They're over 11.2 degrees, every single one of these facets. So that's what auto smooth does. It makes it so I can decide what part of it gets smooth and stuff. Good question. It's very necessary. I took a while to even learn that. All right, let's see this. See how good it looks. The tube. We will do the entity. Let's have all my energies in here. Energy 1. Yeah, so you can have so to explain it even better is that you can have a blanket rule for smooth shading, and then when you want to get really intricate, then that's when you start using like edge hardens and stuff like that. So yeah, very good for like mechanical stuff. So just imagine it like a blanket rule. All right, so let me select all these tubes, which I've named, and I can copy the material. Can I hit Control L and do this? Or is it, yeah, Control L, link materials. Oh, link materials. There we go. You know, let's see what that looks like with everything else on. Also, let me save real quick. Oops, not the scraps. I'm missing some lights to be able to see the back here. That's why it's like not lit up. There we go. We got some pulsating stuff. You know, it is distracting right now. By distracting, I mean like, now I'm like, ooh, let's add some better lights on here. Like, let's control these lights. All right, let's try some different ones. I think we could just change this one and it'll change all of them. Let's see. Oh, it does not. But let's... Oh, so it is pretty cool. It's actually pretty awesome. Let me select the tube, select that one. No, yeah, let's go through all of them before anything. But now I want to put some lights on the back so I can see what I'm doing when I check it. So let's select all the tubes. Make sure this one is selected. And then Control L, link materials. And let's put these to render too. Let's do it on these. There we go. Boom, we got those materials. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Let's try 5. Control L, link. Let me take this off. You know, some general energy going on there. Let's try 6. Control L. Oh, that's like really going there. Some stuff is going on there. Let's do 7. I forgot my screencast keys are not on. There we go. Control L, link materials. Dang, look at that pulsing going through. That's pretty awesome. Alright, a couple more. This is fun. Alright, we'll do L, Control L, materials. Very bright. That one could probably be tweaked. And then I think my last one. Let's do this one. These are really going. Nice. You gotta love the sci-fi acid goo. Alright. Let's put these tubes here. Let's make them a different color. Just so I can see what the heck is going on here. And now that I can't see this thing in the wall, let's just mess with a couple of lights, and then we'll start rebuilding that center. What am I at? So I got about 30 minutes left in me. But there was some good progress here. I know it didn't seem like much, but it's very important with all this transferring and all the other stuff. But we can at least start off the mesh here and start rebuilding it in a way that's like customizable, and we can do it and all that stuff. So they definitely do. It definitely should just be whatever color or liquid the pool is. That's what's like pooling into there, and making it like connecting the idea of what the pool is, the coolant, the mineralization, the polybicarbonate chemistry. I'm just using words I think I know. Alright, let's see. Where are my lights? Why can't I see them? Oh, this was why. Alright, let's see if I can mess with these lights a little bit. Let's check out that link. Oh, you have to give a different link. This gave me like a purchase link. Because it says, this purchase belongs to someone else. Do you have like the share link? Alright, so let's get these lights, bring them up. And let's see about making them, maybe there should be 6 lights up here. Hold on. So we got these guys.
No. How about drums?
Let's see if we can rotate the active element, rotate it by 90. Or no, 180 on the Y. X? The X, I guess. So maybe it's like it's also being illuminated from the ground up, you know, like. And can these be longer? Yes. There we go. These may be a little too bright. We could probably bring this down to like 1,000. 3. Maybe 3,000. There we go. Maybe these can even rotate on the X. And we can shoot the light kind of at it. Bring them up so they're not making light on the pools. Just for me to see for right now. Yeah, some backlight is what I should actually do. Real-time materials. Let's see these. Oh, it's a Ducky 3D? He's so good. And they're procedural. And you made an atom from. That's awesome. Are they worth it? You like them? Because they look great. 200 of them too. That's awesome. Editable groups. Oh, so good. All right. Ba ba ba. You know, we could make these different colors. Says has a shitload of nice materials on the Gumroad. Mad skills. Yes, super. Ducky's like, beast. I think he was like he did video, music, video DJ stuff. All right, we'll give these a certain tint. I wonder if, you know, we can have these lights be motivated by something in the scene. I guess it would be motivated by like the pool or something. But for right now, I'm gonna duplicate these again, and I'm gonna see if I had like a backlight, and I'm gonna make these small, and I'm gonna rotate them on the X. Nope. Rotate. Nope. Rotate X. Maybe like point them upwards. Kind of hide them behind here. And instead of being long, maybe we'll make them long ways. So we'll stretch across. Do you still have your globule goo fluid? I do. And are you going to go hog wild with the nodes instead? Yes. I want to use geonodes. It depends on how far I am along learning them. Because I definitely prefer it better than the particles. Particles are just like, you know, too much. Too much not predictability. Geodes are some geonodes. So maybe some geonodes with some metaballs is what I've been doing. I've been doing that with the particles, but you know, not too good. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this. There we go. Get some shadows in here. I don't know. This is just for fun right now before I start getting into some nitty-gritty stuff. Let me lower these. Maybe like 1,000. 1, 2, 3. Get that backlight. Maybe these will work better as point lights. I'm gonna name these real quick because now they're killing me. So let's name this entity light pipes .000. We'll copy this and we'll call this entity pipes and we'll also name these the same thing. Boom and boom. Okay. So then I know these are my top lights. So we'll call this entity, or we'll just call these top lights, not entity, but like top. We'll call it room top light .000. Copy, and we'll start doing this. Boom, 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 and this guy can just go deleted. We don't need this guy anymore. Okay. And then this could be entity main lights .000. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Shadow on walls, testing clip feature. Oh, that's so cool. You can clip? I actually didn't know. Yes. Can anybody clip? Can anybody clip, or do you have to be like approved user or moderator or something? Cuz that's pretty sweet. Super sweet. All right. So let's get these guys. I was thinking about duplicating them, but making these, we'll bring these down. We're definitely going to relight all this once we get to it, but we're going to make these point lights instead. And then these can be a lot stronger. About 50,000. No, not 50,000. 3,000. 10,000. 1, 2, 3. And then we can always bring the radius down. These like hyper point lights. You know, make them different colors. You know, these top ones may be too bright now. Or maybe they'll do better as point lights. No, these top lights. There we go. Yeah, it's great for swooshing certain bits. I think it's anyone. Oh yeah, Freddie, I put you on an approved list. I thought the approved list would make it so you can still do that. It says here, comments from these users are automatically published and won't be filtered for blocked links, blocked words, or potentially inappropriate content. So you should be able to post links, Freddie. At least I think. Alright, so anybody can make a clip, but I can't put that clip in chat. Interesting. Interesting. Freddy not blue spanner anymore. Alright. I wish lights weren't so ugly, where like they have all these like lines and stuff. They're kind of like obnoxious. Actually, there's something I wanted to change. I want it so these lights, the black lines, oh, thank you with the color. I want these black lines to not be black lines, man. I think that's bad. 3D. Is there lights here? A light. Here it is. Is this it? Yes. We're gonna change my lights because I want to see them. I don't like that they're black. Alright, so to keep in theme with the thing, I'll do like a seafoam green. And maybe make them like this. Okay. There we go. I like that. I like seeing the lights. It just makes a little bit more sense to me. I can see them. I can always take this off and see them like that, but there we go. YouTube, why are you so hard to stream on? Right? Agreed. They make it so hard. Man. Alright, I'm just checking some stuff here. Yeah, loud. Cool. Channel, upload defaults, permissions. Community. Alright, let me keep going here. Okay, so there are lights. I changed the colors in the theme so I can see them. When they're black and I'm working in dark scenes, it's hard to see. So that's why I changed them. If you want to change them, just go to Edit Preferences, go to your themes, go to the 3D viewport, and under the lights theme here, you can change it so you can see them. And it looks like you can make the lines invisible. That's crazy. Anyway, we'll put it there. You can change it to whatever color you want. For me, we'll do like the blue, less obtrusive color. I like it. Oops. Alright, we're gonna save. Alright, 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes I got left, guys, in me. I'm getting hungry. So. Alright, so we got our lights, we got our stuff, blah, 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 blah. We'll keep our lights. And we will go to our entity POI, and we will take all the other stuff. That's not the entity POI, so we'll take this, this. Easy to turn off. For the lights, can I make them like, can I make the lines like invisible without having to see them? I guess it's other extras, right? They're kind of obnoxious sometimes. Look at that. Look at all this. Look at this light line work. Okay, so we're gonna go in. We will do the floor. We'll keep this on the bottom here. Oops. Take out the floor. We're getting our entity. Let me move these cameras so we can look at this while we work on it. We'll do a real up close one on this one. You can switch off extras, can't you? Yes, yeah, definitely. I could definitely do extras or relationship lines. Yeah. But sometimes I want the extras. I forget what it is that I want. I want the lights off, but the other extras on. Let's see if I'm wrong here. Okay, so let's go step by step and do a little bit of more cleanup, and then we'll start the process of rebuilding out this mesh. So let's take out the altar, and also just for the sake of everything, we're gonna make all these purple or pink, I should say, so it makes sense to me and my eyes. Okay, so what was I doing here? So we'll do tubes first. Alright, so these tubes, I'm just going to clean them up real quick, real fast. We will select one to test it out. See, when I take off extras, that's what's the issue. I take off extras, I can't see what I'm selecting. Right? Oh no. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. I had outline selected off. My bad. All good. All good. Alright, so let's select this tube and look at it. It's a dense. Let's see how much it would get rid of if I do Limited dissolve. It looks ugly. We're gonna have to remake this regardless, I think. Like, it looks kind of crazy. First I'm gonna hit save, make sure nothing breaks here. Okay, now we're gonna do some different ones. How about collapse edges and faces? That does not what I want. Edge loops, nope. Limited dissolve, but what if we change the angle? We already did that. I thought edge loops would work. About dissolve edges. Alright, so this is not going to work the way that I want it to. Let's see if it will happen here. Limited dissolve. This one worked. Cleaned. I know those are n-gons and stuff, but it's okay. Well, I'll show you how to refill those up now. This one, oh, see, it doesn't have the edge smoothing, so we'll put the auto smooth, and there, it cuts it right back in there. Right? Alright, so let's do it with this one. And since this is the same as this, I believe, couldn't I just do a mirror modifier and put the mirror object and essentially have it in the right place? So I can erase this, and there we go. We are set here. They're a little off, but you know, we'll fix that soon. Just so I can show you a better way to fill up these tubes. Oh, it's not gonna work because of these cuts here. Let's see if I can actually do it. Oh no, my god. How is it that detrimental? Alright, so let's get the faces. And let's see if I can do this. Let's see if it'll work. We'll cut out these faces here too. Face. Alright, let's go to vertice mode. And if I select the whole loop, what if I do a dissolve vertice and dissolve vertice? Nope, that's good. Oh, no, here it is. Dissolve vertice. Okay. Now I can do this loop. Okay, loops. What if I do, right, and this is something that's in here. What's it called? Face. Grid fill. The selected edge loops or single loops. Which loops cannot be calculated. Alright, usually you do like a fill or like an edge fill or something like that. But obviously it did not work. What if we did something like this, where we'll hit a face here. We'll put a face here. We've got a line. Let's see what this does. It's probably not gonna work. It's kind of interesting. You know, and it looks a little better. The topology is a lot clean. And once again, this doesn't matter, right? Like, I'm just being nitpicky about this. Don't need to be, but that's gonna work. We'll leave that for now. But next time I'm gonna figure out. Oh my god. I'm gonna figure out a cleaner way to do this. That's pretty clean. Doesn't matter. Let me not focus on this. I did the multi thing. I'm going to do the same thing here. So this is even, and I know it's even. So I'm gonna do that. Select I. Select the other piece. We'll select the vertice. And we'll do the same thing where we do a mirror modifier. And we'll put it at, oh, I guess it's at the center, but we'll just make sure it's at the mirror object center. There it is. You know, I know it has to be asymmetrical. We're definitely going to add the asymmetry afterwards. I'm just cleaning it up just a little bit. Just a little bit, so that's good. We'll leave that for asymmetry and stuff. Okay. So, since I'm gonna leave this tube stuff for a different time, because it's kind of boring. I kind of want to start at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes of fun stuff. By fun, I just mean retopology. So let's bring back our entity. Let's take away the tubes here. So let's go to tubes. Let's bring this guy back. And let's start breaking some stuff down. So we already did the hinges. That's all fixed and stuff. Let's start with this guy, which is kind of like our main piece here. All right. And this is where I was doing the shade smooth. See, you can do shade smooth. And if you hit auto smooth here, you can see how those edges kind of refine right there, right? And you can see if you change this, see how like the smoothing just changes everywhere, right? So we can smooth it all out, right? We'll smooth it out, and we're just gonna rebuild this so it's a little bit cleaner. And maybe this is the wrong way about doing this. Also, I want to see what limited dissolve does. We're gonna do X limited dissolve, and it does some weird stuff. Look at that. What the hell is happening on this mesh? It like makes all these n-gons. Like, these are the weirdest faces I have ever seen. Alright, so we don't want that. We're gonna go back. Leave it back how it was. But there you go. Okay. So I'm gonna put the holder in its own collection. Because we're going to be adding some stuff here. Entity holder. Put that here. Call this base. Changes its color. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor to the selected. So I'm going to make a plane. And we're going to lift it up. Oopsies. We're going to lift it up. We're going to cut this plane in half. We're going to go to the point mode, select the points, and do vertice. Good stuff. We are now going to go to... What the heck was I doing? Mirror modifier. Good. This is how we're going to work. And we're going to do a subsurf, but I don't know if we're going to keep it. So we'll see. We'll do a subsurf. And we will do it. We'll keep it off for now so we can't see it. We're going to go to edge mode. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to snap. We're going to take rotation off. We're going to go to face, closest. Yeah, I think edge closest. And we're just going to rebuild this whole thing, but with like better topology. And see if it works. I'm kind of just playing here. I'm going to make sure that this is good. Enter. Yeah. So it would be face. Individual elements. Okay. Alright, cool. So I want to be able to see through this a little bit. So I'm going to choose this little button here. And I can see through. Also on my mirror, make sure clipping is on so I can flip it on there. So then when I move this, it kind of stays there. And right now, it's just staying stuck onto the side. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so I have snapping on. I have it onto center, so it'll be from the center of the line. I have clipping on the face, no rotation, or no, take off rotation, project onto self. And now we can start kind of like building this out, right? And, oh my god, what am I doing? Sorry guys, I'm like choosing the wrong buttons here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is first is I'm going to get the center line and I'm going to go all the way around. And then we can start building out the scene. So instead of... Yeah, we're going to also put the visibility on the mesh to the front so I can see it from the front there. I want to make sure these are clipping together. Clipped, clipped. There we go. Alright, go back to edge mode. And we're going to go all the way around. Take off snapping for now. And we're going to scoop it down to the bottom here. No, good God. No. We could definitely skip this step, Spitfire. I'm doing it for like educational purposes. It's really not that big a deal. It'll be quick. It'll be quick. It feels like it's going to be a long time. It's not. And honestly, I may even just switch it up. This may be a waste of time. I'm just trying to see if it would be a good way of going about this. We're testing it out for now. Alright, we'll select these. We're seeing if it's fun. We're seeing if it's good. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder if I if I try to scale this, oh my god, it looks so crazy. You know, this may be a dumb way of going about this. Let's try. Alright, we're gonna work through this. Let's try putting this back on. And we'll scrap this idea for now. This may take too much time. There may be a faster way of doing this. We're gonna get the mesh. We're gonna scale it up. We'll subdivide it. Oh no, hold on. We'll cut it in half. Choose the face. Do the face. Face. Okay, now we'll mirror. Subsurf. Alright. Make sure clipping is on. Alright, let's do it this way instead. And let's hit smooth. And we'll do the mesh thing here. 30. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Also, my snapping is on. Okay. Alright. All right, I should be talking. All right, so I'm just cutting through, doing it this way. It's like a nice little box modeling method. Um, I'm really just, since I only have like 30 minutes, this is not probably the way I'm gonna do this. I was just curious how I would do this, how I would make this, how I would retopologize or save time making this shape. Because we don't really even have to change this shape. Like we could just keep this model, I can clean it up and it will be fine and stuff. I just want to see if I can make a clean version of it. If that's the case, you know, like, and I'm like running out of steam, so there's definitely just not thinking right now. I'm just testing out what this could possibly look like, you know. So I'm gonna, on the subdivision, I'm gonna put this little on cage so I could just see the things and I'm not just working with the model there. So there we go. I'm also using this Mark Sharp to make my edges where I needed to be sharp. So I feel like something's messing up back here. Oh, that's it. Yeah, like I said, mostly just curious about these different modeling methods. Like if I would have cut into this, you know. Great stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's useful for some people out there, huh? You know, we can stretch these out. Get this into a point. Once again, I may not do any of this. This is just me testing out what I can do. What would be fun learned some good stuff, and you cleaned me up good. See you next time. All right, good night. Take care. I'm about to end the stream anyway. And I hope everything's good. Next stream, man, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna finish this project. Have a good night. All right, maybe that's not the way to go. Let's see if I can. Can I even select an edge loop? You think? Let's see. Interesting. I could almost select an edge loop. All right, let's see. Could I select this edge loop, this edge loop? Still working out these thoughts. If anything, I'm just trying to figure out for the next part of the stream how I'm gonna go about this. Let me erase some of these faces. Some of this stuff needs to go. I know there's like some add-ons to even do better retopology. Could I clean the inside? So I'm gonna duplicate this so I can keep the original mesh. Call it original, just in case. And I'm gonna see about cleaning out all the interior here. What do you see? Select all this. Oh man, so much. Vertices. Let's see if I can clean up all this. Actually, before I delete all this, let me do it this way. There we go. Select all the top. We'll go to the front facing. Select all these. We'll do points. Front. Make sure this is all selected. Oh, sides too, huh? Do sides. I think I got all the points on the outside here. Maybe some of these. Some of these. some of these. There we go. Copy some of these. Very minute things here. Alright, I think I got all the faces that I want, all the ones on the outside at least. And we're to hit Control I and delete the vertices. Alright, we still got some faces here I'd like to get rid of. Face, face, face. A lot of connected stuff here. Little bit of cleanup here. There we go. Some of these. Boom, boom, boom. Almost done here. Then I'll leave it so we can start building up how we're gonna do this. Bow, bow, bow. There we go. Maybe that's the way to do it. Cut these edges. Oh, these little hairs. Maybe there's an easy way to do this. Could I select this line and do Control or Shift G and do amount of faces? If I erase the edge, everything seems to be still good. Let's try this one. Shift G, amount of edges. Everything is still good. Almost done here. Edge. Keep saying that, right? Edges. All right, let's do also delete. So like loose parts. go. Got all those loose parts out the way. I think I have the shell here. The shell that I would like. Alright, so let's bring all this back for a second. Whoa, where are my lights? Boy, can't I see anything? Huh? What is happening? Oh, I guess I was in local view or something. There we go. We have that we'll have to model up. Alright, so I'm gonna go into my entity here. Do a base. Let's see if I can do some rough shapes here. Start building this out. I like the organic look. Yes, at least we got some good quads going on. If I were to do like a remesh, let's do a couple ways to do remesh. I think it's in here, right? I think it's in here. Let's see, remesh. Yeah, it's under the mesh. Okay, so if we go under vertices, go to remesh. Let's see what doing a quad remesh. I'm gonna save before it breaks down. Use symmetry, blah blah blah, and we'll just say okay. Did I even do anything? Preserve sharp. This mesh needs to be manifold and have face normals consistent. Man, what did it say? I guess I just can't do that, huh? Alright, this mesh needs to be manifold and have face normals that point in a consistent direction. So I can't just use the remesh modifier, and even if I use voxel, oh, voxel like tried to clean it up. Alright, let's do voxel 0.01. It's even smaller. This shit looks ridiculous. Will 0.001 be even more ridiculous? It probably will be. I think it froze. It's not responding though. Good thing I saved. Anytime you remesh, you save. Oh man. All right. I gotta wrap this up soon. Let me take 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. We'll restart this dummy. Yeah, don't remesh. Don't let your friends remesh without saving. Be a good friend. Okay. things I like to do here is like quick stuff, you know, like we make this, we'll make however big we need this to be, right? It's obviously at an angle. Get the face, make it smaller, you know. It's the holder, so to speak. You know, we have that. Obviously, we'll hit shade smooth for the pieces around it, you know, like I'm gonna have to like sleep on this and think about a good way I would like to do it, especially for a stream and and to be a little educational and all that stuff. How I would go about doing this. Cause you know, I definitely like my block idea. I think the single metallic thing has more quads than my entire current project. Right? So intense. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. What if I had a shrink wrap modifier? I'm just curious how this works. If I did a shrink wrap modifier, shrink wrap. And then I did some lines here. This could like work, right? Shrink wrap it all the way around. Definitely wants to stick to the wall there, huh? Maybe no shrink wrap, but above the surface. Interesting, interesting. Let's take this off. The shrink wrap. we'll start from a place of snapping. Like I was doing before. There we go. If I just did it with like a little piece here. Right. And then if I just get the piece, oops. If I just get a line and I hit F, why doesn't it connect? Jesus. That's the issue. Hold on. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to do the holder, the cube, and we will get the holder, the cube. Oh my god, I'm doing this all wrong. Alright, almost getting through here. Where is my... There we go. Grab it up. Alright. Let's try this again. Just hit E a bunch. Here we go. Okay, it's all connected. Now if I go to the line, what is this line? Okay, it's all connected. What am I thinking? Subdivide. If I select the face, just don't understand here. Hold on. Okay. Alright, since I'm repeating my thing, I'm hitting click, I hit F, and then I hit right click. Could I just do click, F, right click, and then do now like click, oh no, click, and then control, is it shift T? Control T, shift T, control R, shift R. I thought there was like a repeat function that Blender had, but I guess not. right. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it. I don't want to leave it here, but I think this is what we're gonna do. Put the visibility up front. Oh, this is the view I want to be looking at. Like, does this even make sense to do it this way? Alright. Interesting. Maybe I could do stuff where I'm like just grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. Well, yeah, I think this is probably the way to do it, but I'm still figuring it out. I'm gonna save it. I'm going to see if I wanted to like extend these, right? I would just have to extrude them out, right? Bring them out, take snapping off. Select the edges, and then I can start bringing these down with G. Oh no, vertices, there you go. There you go, bring this up. There we go. I think this may be the way to do it. It may look weird right now, but I think I trust in the process. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, yes. I think this could work. I'm gonna take off backface coloring for right now. Oh, it's because I'm seeing it in front. Hold on. But if I take this, get the visibility, take off in front. Yeah, it's creeping up right up in there. Good stuff. Okay. Nice. Then. Okay. I think I could do this. Alright, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to name my layers correctly. Let me undo this. Take front facing off. We'll put this into our junk. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's our cylinder. There we go. Saving it. Read topo. Just so I know that's what that is. We'll call this set of base, we'll call it ref. And right now we'll keep this cylinder deleted. There we go. Let me organize all these cameras. Oopsies. All right. Nice and cleaned up. Make sure we hit save again. All right. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call this stream there. We went through. We imported his stuff into this one. There was some censoring and retopology that we did. So that's all looking good. We worked on cleaning it up, making it look cleaner, looking it better. Bit of like a utility stream this time around, but it's hopefully useful for people who use Blender. It's like the nitty-gritty of this stuff. And then next time on Dragon Ball Z, or next time on this stream, which will be next Saturday, I'll either have it done already, or I'm going to go and retopologize this right here. And by retopologize, what I'm doing is I'm just getting a cube with a subsurf and a mirror, and slowly building up the typology for this, which Spitfire created in Nomad on the iPad app. And start building it out with some good topology, so then we have more flexibility in the future and more just accessibility and easier to use, and it renders and it's proper, it doesn't have any issues, etc, etc, etc. And we'll build it out. This is a very simple way of doing this. You know, it can obviously be better, but we can, once we have the topology out, we can really start shaping it up to look as clean as we need it to. I may think about this over the week and figure out maybe if there's a better way of doing this, but right now this is how we're doing it. So we'll do that later. Hope everything goes well with you and your life and your week. Freddie, good that you hung around. Freddie, thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting and hanging out. Spitfire, he's not here. Susan, you're not here, but thank you for hanging out. Mecha, I'm glad you showed up. Wingless Mecha. And anybody else who showed up. Dark Noggin, thank you. And I hope everybody has a great day. I'll go to my outro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll do it again next week into another process of getting further along into this sci-fi esque scene. Have a great one. Take care, Freddie.